Sometime, can my honey come back? Sometime I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hump in my back. Sometime I'm going over here. Sometime, can my honey come back? Sometime I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hump in my back. Sometime I'm going over here. Sometime, can my honey come back? Sometime I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hump in my back. Sometime I'm going over here. Sometime, can my honey come back? Sometime I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hump in my back. Sometime I'm going over here. Sometime, can my honey come back? Sometime I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hump in my back. Sometime I'm going over here. Sometime, can my honey come back? Sometime I'm on a red back jack.
It's the RNB radio show.
Welcome back, guys.
You don't like how I say that, though. I always say RNB radio show. I should be like,
I think it's a
R&B
little-
radio show.
I think it's just a little weird.
It's the R&B radio
and
show.
I think you should switch it up sometimes, yes.
I tried to do Mario last time. You didn't like it.
R&B radio show. And that's what you said. You said all nasally.
Okay, well, you do it. You try.
Welcome to the R&B radio show,
I don't
guys.
like it.
Why? You just don't
Because
like
it came out of your mouth.
Because it's me. Yeah, I was just about to say.
It's the R&B radio show. Thanks for joining us again today, every Thursday, 3 o'clock. We got some fun stuff for you guys today.
We
Some
do.
poppin' music.
We will start our Did You Know segment for this
Mm-hmm.
week. That's going to be our theme. So a lot of did you know these facts? Did you know that this came out and this was true? Just a lot of fun, cool stuff.
That'll be the scoop from Bean for the day.
Scoop from Bean. That sounds like either
Sounds like a good ice
restaurant or
cream,
like
though.
yeah, like a
I'll take
yeah,
a scoop of the bean.
yeah, like an ice cream flavor.
Delicious.
Oh, I'll have a scoop of the bean.
We
That's
got
a
some scrumptious, diddly-umptious songs for you as well. New songs
phantasmagorical.
of 2016. And some national holidays for today. Again, ones we don't believe really exist, but we will read them for you.
Yes.
Also, it's you probably, many of you do know this artist, Ravi Shankar. I think it's Shankar or Shankar. Again,
I don't know, but after
don't
last
know
week, you can't fail
I can't
at
pronounce
pronouncing as bad as you
anything
did.
if it's international. But he's an Indian artist who's played many different musics and songs, composed his own musical, lyrics or just instrumental lyrics or this or that. But mainly a lot of people know him for the compilation he does with a collaboration he did with George Harrison from the Beatles. But I'm just reading here. I think he's 96. He would be 96 today.
Woohoo, go him.
Well, he's passed away. You're so dumb. You're so stupid. Ravi Shankar passed away in
Oh my
I
God,
think
that was so
2012. He was 92. So he did woohoo. He did.
Yeah,
he
but
did
you
live a
said
long
like,
ass
oh,
time.
he's 96.
I said he
not
would've been.
Then you said he would have been.
I gotcha.
I thought it was just his birthday today. I didn't know.
Maybe
he
I just
died.
wanted you to look like a fool or sound like a fool.
Well,
No, but it
success.
says he passed away December 11, 2012. He was 92, so he would be 96 today, but he's really well known for the sitar. The sitar, the fantastical instrumental piece is really, really long with strings, and you pluck them, and you do it mainly used for Indian classical music, or any other Hindu music, any version of that. But he did fantastic things with them, absolutely fantastic things with them. And I don't know, I love the sound of this instrument. Always loved it. It makes
I think
every
it
it makes
looks
every
awesome.
it does look awesome, and
Right?
it sounds awesome. Every music
It looks
track.
like you can't be an average person to play it. You have to be like someone.
You got to be hip like
awesome.
this
Yeah,
guy.
you gotta
Ravi
be
Shankar,
hip.
he was pretty hip. But it was also like, if it's a musical piece in a song, you can easily spot it out. Like, oh my God, that's the sitar. It has a very unique sound. And yeah, he did crazy things with them, things that you didn't even think were possible. I don't know, the way he changed it up. And yeah, so I wanted to make a little note on that he would have been 96 today, but 92 again, that's going pretty strong.
That is.
But he did. There's probably, you've seen also a photo on the internet or whatever. It's the photo with him, with George Harrison, the U.S. president who was Gerald Ford when he was pres, and Ravi Shankar in the Oval Office in I think December of 1974. So yeah, this guy's been in places. He's collaborated with many different artists. Again, really just well known with George Harrison. but also playing his own music with his sitar, and he just, I don't know, he looks awesome in every photo when he's carrying that instrument. So awesome. So little note on that for you. For you,
Cool.
Bean, just for you.
For me.
So again, we'll do our national holidays for today. We got some weird ones, Bean.
Yeah.
Really weird. Well, this one's not so weird. I guess today is Empowered Women Entrepreneurs Day. It's pretty awesome.
But I feel like they have like 50 of those. You know, why can't we just be
Because the men get the entire year. They get every day is like a dude's day,
wasn't,
and women
like,
get only special
a few
days.
months ago was just like like General Women's Day or something like that. Like women are
International
powerful.
Women's
Yeah,
Day or something? Yeah,
International Women Are
Mhm.
Powerful Day is like.
Well, this
Why
one,
can't we be powerful every day? Why do we have to have one day where we just recognize it? It's weird.
I don't know. Bean, why don't you change that? This one I like though. It's International Beaver Day.
That's cool.
Isn't
I
that
like
great?
beavers. I
And
think
then this
beavers are
one I
really
thought was a
cute.
little harsh because right after it says International Beaver Day,
And you're like,
it says
"Aw."
International Day of Reflection on the 1994 Rwanda genocide. Whoa!
Damn. That's really
but
long,
why
too.
afhave International Beaver Day? Why do you have
Yeah.
to? You're not supposed to be the same
if
day as
you're at-
International
If you're at a
Beavers.
high, maybe you'll just be able to cope with that next holiday when you're already like, oh, beavers.
It's so terrible.
Yeah,
And
it
I don't
is.
I don't like the fact that there's a day for you to reflect on a genocide. I don't think that's the
Why?
right term
Isn't-
to use for. I don't think you should reflect on a genocide. I think you come back strong, you move past it, this is that, but that just fills you with a shit ton of depression. And or is that, I mean, there are people who are still around who've had families or past generations or whatever who were victim to that. And it's not, that's one that's well known. Of course, you think genocide, everyone thinks of the Holocaust, but there's genocide still going on all around the world
Yeah.
in many different countries. But I don't like that there's a day to reflect on it. I don't think that's right. Fucking only Americans would come up with calendars like this. I don't think that's right. I
If
don't think it's
even
right.
real.
Today is also International Snail Papers Day.
Lame.
Do you not like snails or paper, Vina? And you don't like the two?
So you just asked me if I don't like paper.
Uh-huh.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Like,
people cannot like paper if you're like a huge environmental buff. I hate paper because you're killing my trees.
no, you
I don't know.
hate the process of turning destroying the forests and trees and things to make your paper. You don't hate paper. It's just you hate the waste that goes into it.
Do you like papyrus?
Yeah, papyrus is cool.
It's cool. You never used it, but it's cool. Yeah, okay. Snail papers. So slow mail. Metric System Day. Today's Metric System Day. Today's National Alcohol Screening Day. Oh dear. And National Beer Day. That's great that they're both on the same day.
What an oxymoron.
National Coffee Cake Day. National
Coffee cake is underestimated. Like,
think
I
so?
just want to say, like, it is really good. It's like all
You
powdery.
took a real
and, like,
firm stance there.
it really,
It's
I
underestimated.
just think it's underestimated, and more people should eat and love coffee cake. I am
that individual who
can't talk.
underestimates coffee cake. I don't like
Okay.
coffee cake. Sometimes. I mean, I don't know. I say that about cheesecake all the time. I don't like cheesecake, and then you get me one.
try
like,
the right
"This is so amazing."
cheesecake. Yeah, I mean, but that's with anything. Like, oh, if
That's
it tastes
true.
bad, of course you don't like that particular.
Is
but
there a
coffee cake's
cheesecake
great.
called like a doodleberry cheesecake?
No, why
It
would it
should
be
be.
called that?
Yeah, just thought
Wow,
of
wubsy.
Doodle-
What kind of doodleberry
Wow,
cheesecake is
wubsy.
there?
I don't know. Coffee cake is underestimated, but that's one thing where I think you should keep separate. I don't think you should like mom doesn't
It
like
doesn't
brownies and ice cream.
It doesn't taste
together.
like
She has some
coffee.
stuff-
It's just
It
called
tastes
that.
like coffee.
No,
Vina.
it doesn't
Yeah,
taste
it
like
does.
coffee. No,
So
it's-
you've never tasted a coffee cake.
I have. Which is
So,
why I'm
so
saying that
which
I'm
what did you eat? You ate just a bun, like a
No.
plain bun, a plain
It
sponge
tastes-
cake.
It tastes like
Coffee
powdery.
cakes taste like coffee.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they
the
do.
name's coffee cake comes from just that you can kind of have it in the morning, and it's just goes well with your coffee. It's good like breakfast.
That's bullshit. It tastes like coffee.
dessert thing. It doesn't.
All right,
Well,
next time.
agree-
Okay, well, where can we
agree
get some
to-
coffee cake? Let's go shop, right? Buy some coffee cake, and then I'll tell you I'm right. I'll show
Okay,
you.
whatever. Keep thinking.
National No Housework Day.
Yeah,
that
how
one I
about
think
that?
we both agree on.
So let's just not do dishes and everything. Walk home to
I
dad
let the
today.
men do it.
Hey, listen, Dad.
Hey,
Today's
listen, Pop. I'm
National-
not vacuuming anymore.
National No Housework Day, so we're going on strike, not doing anything.
But we usually do our, cleaning chores and, cleaning up around the house, organizing over the weekends. We don't have
Wow.
time during the week. So
That's-
I don't
That's
I don't like
beautiful,
how
Rena.
that's I don't like that how that's on a Thursday. Who does housework on a Thursday?
people who have to
stay-at-home
do
moms.
dishes and stuff.
So you know all about that, Bina.
Yeah, whatever.
National Pet Health Insurance Day.
Oh my god.
Lame. Public Television Day.
Lame.
World Health Day and World Health Organization. That's dumb. You have a World Health Day and then you have a World Health Organization Day.
Yeah.
I think that's unnecessary.
A lot of these holidays are unnecessary.
All of them are unnecessary. all right. I guess. Okay, so that's my holidays for the day. Again, Bina has some articles for you guys. They're pretty interesting. What are some? Just to read the titles. What are they?
So we'll read
So
some
we'll get a
titles
heads up.
now, and then we will go back
Yeah, we'll go to
to
our
some of the
playlist.
songs. Actually, we can talk about another thing that just happened is the results in Wisconsin. So basically, we've just got some percentages here that sums up everything. So 47% of Ted Cruz's support among somewhat conservative voters. So he has 47% there. Cruz's support among white voters without a college degree is 49%. What do you think that says about the American population?
We should do every time we laugh. We do the thing in Blazing Saddles. We should do.
That's so awful. Okay. So Wisconsin
That was just a
GOP
random
primary voters who want Republicans to nominate the candidate who wins the most votes, 55%.
This is for Ted Cruz
Yes. Well, I mean, that one's Republicans,
in general.
yeah, in general.
Mhm.
Bernie Sanders' support among voters under age 45 is a whopping 73%.
Yeah, he always gets the youngsters because
which
his
is not,
utopian ideals.
almost all of our generation is for Bernie Sanders, like if they're Democratic, you know? And then
Actually, every kid I've
says
spoken
Bernie,
to,
right?
at least, and NJT, they've been
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh, yeah, Bernie. There's one.
Sanders' support among men in general, just men, 64%. So those are the polls for there. But
Yeah, Bernie.
you know,
Bernie
people
took Wisconsin. Ted Cruz took Wisconsin.
Yeah,
and
but-
I think it would be better if it was Bernie versus Ted Cruz instead of Trump versus Hillary. Honestly, I would be a little bit more relaxed. I'm so nervous.
why? Because Bernie's already really low in the polls. Ted Cruz could just take it for the win, and then we'd have Ted Cruz up there. Look at this. If you could see this photo
his
of
face
him,
reminds me of a butt. It reminds me of.
if you could just see
Right?
this photo of him, you just sit down, Ted Cruz,
He
please.
looks like he ate like a lemon, like
and
a
he's like,
sour
oh
lemon.
God, hi
And
America.
has constipation or something. I don't know. He doesn't look proper in any photo. But there was one thing I came across, an article with a cartoonist. You know, they do politics and cartoons, and you see politics through cartoonist eyes and everything. You just
Yeah.
see what the visual is, whatever. But there was just a photo. I don't think there was any dialogue. It was just a photo of Ted Cruz and Bernie Sanders looking at each other, like head to head, and like the cartoons look so funny because Ted Cruz looks all squeamish or something,
Yeah,
and then
of course.
Bernie Sanders just looks like an angry old Jew. So yeah, he
But
always looks
people are
pretty
saying
cranky.
that because Ted Cruz took this win, that means he's not officially done. He could come back and get the
and
nomination
then Trump
over Trump.
won't make any allegation toward him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But
This is
the
gonna
fact
keep
that
unfolding.
Bernie won is kind of just like, well, he's still not high enough in the polls.
You know
Like,
what? No,
Hillary's
because
still over
Bernie
him.
is still up there. Okay, I still believe,
I don't think.
and
he'll come
I'm
back.
not gonna let Hillary.
believe.
I put my foot down.
Oh,
I
what
will
are you gonna
not-
do, Rena? Really,
will-
what are you gonna do?
You know what? I wanted to throw a donut party. Bina, who should have been here?
That
Chris
ship
Christie
has
Chris Christie
sailed.
should-
Okay, so let it go.
I won't let it go, Bina. I will die with this. Never ever gonna throw a donut party because I missed my chance.
I'm sorry,
Christie
Rena.
ruined it, and then he endorsed Trump. Such a turn of events.
So if Trump wins, can you have like half
No.
a donut party?
No.
Because he endorsed
You're gonna have
him.
like a wig party. Everyone bring your own wigs. and then fine, we'll do like munchkins or something.
Yeah,
or something
Munchkins.
that reminds us of his little hands. what
I don't
French
know,
fries.
how do you-
We'll eat French
What?
fries.
Since
Because
when
they
does
always
that
talk about
equate
his
to
small little
French
hands or his
fries?
fingers. I don't
My
know. I like
God.
French fries though.
All right, so we got some did you know facts, just random ones, which are pretty cool. Like, I'm sure like none of you guys have heard things like that. We've got a list of things, 12 things I bet you didn't know the actual name of, so that should be pretty exciting. There will be names that you're kind of like, that sounds really cool. I never heard of it, but you'll probably never remember them either.
That's
13 sleep lessons from a landmark British sleep report. So those will be 13 things you probably didn't know about sleep, or a couple you may have. And then what you didn't know, that traditional burial is polluting the planet. And we'll talk a little bit about that, which is kind of interesting.
Quite.
Yeah. So
Quite.
those are what we have in store for today, but I guess we'll start off with
We'll
a
start
couple
off
of
with
songs.
Yeah.
And
Let's get to our rockin' playlist. This is a Finnish Ticket with the song Wrong. But you must be doing something, right? You're listening to R&B radio show. So, Finnish Ticket, the song Wrong. Enjoy.
Hard to explain what a feeling I found between hope and a doubt that holds me to the ground. Low in dry fields of California, I dream of a life lived with ease, simple and serene. But it's hard to find the optimist in me when the life I've loved is slowly wrecking me. It's more to you than it was when we were kids. And now you see the world plainly as it is. And boy, were you wrong. And boy, were you wrong. Booze is the kindest of poisons these days. You wake up, a fresh start, troubles masked in the haze. But it's hard to find the optimist in me when the life I've loved is slowly wrecking me. It's more to you than it was when we were kids. And now you see the world plainly as it is. And boy, were you wrong. And boy, were you wrong. Take it back, I'll just take it back. You never did a thing for me. There's a youthful bliss that I often miss, and it haunts my memory. 'Cause it's a life that's slipped away through my own two hands. Through my own two hands. It's more to you than it was when we were kids. And now you see the world plainly as it is. And boy, were you wrong. Yeah, boy, were you wrong. It's more to you than it was when we were kids.
We lost what's broken and shed down to the ground. Through the velvet aisles and the strong oak, gagged and bound. And though I spoke of it, I never saw what I found when the morning dew twinkled in the sound. And with the highways brown in leaves, I so turned to shout it. They said I'd leave before today, but still you stood to doubt it. I was subversive and looked for a way out. I was so tired then. Even when I try and hide it, you seem to know just how I feel. When my lips turn violet and my eyes look into steel. Even when I could fight and try to take every single bit of the deal. But no, it's like the visions of what I am that make it real. On the winter beachhead, the ocean's power shone over my bare body like a linen silent bone. Although the howling was silenced by the stone, the wind shook the trees until they moaned. Although I stand inside the city, lost of all but my vision, you see the sentimental wall drawn down by my decisions. I'm but a lover, and I've seen the worst in all, but I'm not crying. Even when I try to hide it, you seem to know just how I feel. When my lips turn violet and my eyes look into steel. Even when I could fight and try to take every single bit of the deal. But no, it's but the visions of what I am that make it real. And I've been lonesome through the streets without an end. I've lived through the darkness, lost of love with none to lend. And I've seen the dead speak wisdom in the light before the end. For the visions left within them were theirs to bend. Through the mission burrows, the wino candlelight, the Jetstone province, the painters came to fight. I was sure the women were not likely to bite, but through their gestures I just knew I wasn't right. And with your self-respecting tone, I know right now you see through me. And with the streetlights lingered dome, I knew you never knew me. I fought for my childhood with all those tears and blood I couldn't imagine. Even when I try and hide it, you seem to know just how I feel. When my lips turn violet and my eyes look into steel. Even when I could fight and try to take every single bit of the deal. No, it's but the visions of what I am that make it real. Even when I try and hide it, you seem to know just how I feel. My lips turn violet and my eyes look into steel. Even when I could fight and try to take every single bit of the deal.
That's Visions by Andrew St. James. It's an artist Saul turned me on to, and he's quite good looking, so I was turned on.
Isn't that what you look for in artists, Trina?
The visual. That's Visions by Andrew St. James. He has a new album that came out, and before that, I mean, again, he's another artist that does folk music, a lot of piano. This, I think, was about a 5-minute song. But I don't know, very neat. Like, his music is very neat. A little bit on the edgy side. I like it. And then before that, we had Dr. Dog with Swampadelic Pop. And that was obviously a poppy song. A lot of electric music in there, Electricana. And before that, Finish Ticket with the song Wrong. So, yeah, Dr. Dog.
That's a neat name
Isn't
too.
that-
Dr. Dog.
And then, like
Like, if
Nurse Kitty.
If
or
your
something.
doctor was
Nurse
actually
Cat.
named Dr. Dog, like, would you take him
Dr.
seriously?
D.
Dr. D.
I would, like
Like, if
call
his
him like
last
that.
name was
Address him
Dog,
like that every
I'd be
time.
like, I don't know if you're professional enough to be my doctor.
his name's Dr. Dog.
Because your name's Dog.
I don't know. So anyway, we've got a couple of shout outs, Bean.
Yeah, we are actually thankful that Jordan's listening and Doug
Oh my
is
gosh.
listening. Doug actually
This was
ended
so funny.
a conversation with one of his coworkers because he said my show is on. Me and I had a
He
really good
ended-
laugh about
we
that.
laughed so hard. Ended one of his work conversations to listen to R&B radio show, or his show as he calls it.
His
Maybe we
show,
should start calling
my
it the
show
Douglas
is
Miller
on.
show.
Yeah, DNM.
The DM show.
DM show. I just thought that was great. So really thankful for that, you guys. Especially Jordan. You go, Jordan. Because not all of our surety listeners are actually listening today because they're too busy on vacation.
Yeah, but they know
like
they can catch the
superhero
recording.
Katie's probably just like saving the
Superhero
world one
Katie.
country at a time. And she's not listening. But to those of you who are,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
So we should get to some of our articles here. We need to have a preference of which one to start off with.
No.
Great.
Imagine my
that
surprise.
helps.
No, surprise me. Surprise me.
Surprise. Okay.
Surprise me.
So let's start off with some did you know facts. So
Mhm.
these are some just random facts, and then we'll go on with names a little bit later. So did you
spicy.
know? Tell me if you knew any of these, Rena.
Okay,
Did
I
you
will.
know
Mhm.
you have no sense of smell when you're sleeping?
No.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't
it
know
either
that.
when I
Wait,
first
really?
read it.
I have no sense of smell when I'm sleeping.
When you're sleeping.
But how can you like smell stuff in a dream then?
I don't know.
You
you're
got to be
dreaming.
smelling something
You're
in real
dreaming
life,
it.
and then it just translates
Maybe.
into.
I don't know.
That's not true. I don't believe that.
You don't believe that?
not
All
one
right, We're
bit.
gonna have to look into these then.
You have no sense of smell while you're dreaming.
Next one. The tooth is the only part of the human body that
Mhm.
can't repair itself.
That I knew. The only part of the human body.
Okay, but what if you
I
get
knew-
your arm
well-
chopped off? It can't repair itself.
I knew. We don't have power to regenerate. Bina,
right.
Okay. We're
Okay.
not
So that's a
starfish.
little extreme.
But I understand that teeth you can't, like, if you lose your teeth, it's not
Or
going
if you
to. That's
chip
it.
it,
You'll
it
have to get
doesn't like
implants. No, it does. Yeah,
Right,
right.
yeah.
But you do have, your skin cells. They're the ones that repatch themselves and everything,
Yeah.
and continuously multiply. So I guess in that sense, your teeth don't have the ability to do that.
That's funny.
They don't have cells that can remanufacture whatever system was broken down. But no,
But if
I knew teeth couldn't do that, but I didn't know they were the only part of your body who couldn't do that. I thought there were
Well,
other
if you
parts.
try to think about it, you can't really think of anything else. But our body
If
is
we really thought
mostly
about it,
like
probably good.
skin and like nails and stuff. Those all like
And your
would
bones
treat
do
itself.
regenerate, but your bones
That's
do
true.
try to fix
Well,
themselves.
s-
Probably
a
not
little
back
bit.
to the proper way,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
they do. But no, your teeth don't. But your teeth are
Interesting.
bone.
Next one, 90% of all volcanic activity occurs in the oceans.
I feel like I sort of knew
But
that.
that's a lot, 90%.
That's a huge amount.
Yeah. Next one, humans
That's
are
crazy.
bioluminescent and glow in the dark. The light that we emit.
Humans?
Yeah. The light
No, we're not.
The light that we emit is 1,000 times weaker than what our human eyes can pick up.
Are you kidding me?
So I mean, no, I guess we
I
emit
only
some
knew-
kind of dark
I
glow,
didn't
but
know
I mean some
that.
kind of glow, but like
Maybe if I'm in a
yeah.
glow in the dark room and I'm wearing white or green or something. No, you didn't mean that.
No.
You meant naturally? No, I only knew of like bioluminescent fungi or any other form. There are specific forms of fungus that can do that, or cockroaches. There are
Really?
millipedes. Actually, there are
That's
millipedes
interesting.
that also are bioluminescent, and they're on this tree trunk basically, and they do it either to attract food, or it's a source for them to repel predators and this is that, so it makes them look dangerous. But no, I did not know, was not aware that humans had such powers. We have such weak powers though. Like, why couldn't we glow in the dark? I would love to do that. I'd be my own glow stick.
So
I would be like, you know, like I wouldn't bump into or stub my toe on the corner of the dresser at night or anything because I'd be able to see where I'm going. Ridiculous.
you're able to be like, oh, yeah, but that's stupid because people stub their toe in the light too, and they can see where they're going.
That's true. We're just clumsy. We're terrible species.
If uncoiled, the DNA in all the cells in your body would stretch 10 billion miles from here to Pluto and back.
Oh, actually, we just learned that in bio. Who would have thought?
All right, so you thought of one,
Thunk-a-dunk.
you knew one. Of
I
these.
I did know that it goes to an incredible length if you do uncoil your DNA. I was aware of that. We literally just learned that last class. We were under the topic of DNA replication. How awesome. What else you got for me? What else you got for me? I'm nailing this, man. I'm awesome.
Deep Sea is the largest museum on Earth. There are more artifacts and remnants of history in the ocean than in all of the world's museums combined.
Probably.
I mean,
yes.
yeah, we could have guessed that because
we
the
do
ocean's
derive from the ocean, though. We all come from
ginormica.
water.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Next one, a human baby has
major
over
image.
60 more bones than an adult. Do you know why,
A
though?
human baby has
Yeah.
over 60 more bones than an
Yeah, do
adult.
you know why?
Do I know why?
Yeah. Why they have more?
I no.
No?
I'm not quite sure.
It's because-
Probably is it because of like they need a bigger I don't know, they develop into something else.
Yeah,
or they-
yeah, basically. So like they're born with more bones, which is about like 350 bones. But because they like fuse together during growth and development, they become like less and less because they fuse together. There's
Right,
not
right,
like
right.
so many of them.
I see.
towards
It's a
the end.
development.
So the adults only end up with 206 in the end.
Give me another one.
When awake, the human brain produces enough electricity to power a small light bulb. Just a small one.
Like how small?
So what if you're
Like
stupid?
60 watt bulb?
Does your human brain produce that much
No, I
electricity
think
too?
it causes a shortage. No, I don't know.
No,
that
if
I've
you're
never heard of,
stupid, it's
actually.
like, oh, that light bulb's,
It's
really
broken.
weak. It's not lighting.
What's the next one? Is that it for the list?
No.
Oh, there's more.
Water from the oceans take around 1,000 years to travel all the way around the whole globe. 1,000 years. Wow.
It's quite some time.
Did you know dieting could force your brain to eat itself?
What?
I actually knew that because they say
force
that
your brain to eat itself?
Yeah, to eat itself. So like that's why when they talk about like these eating disorders, they cause a lot of brain damage because like your body's getting zero nutrients.
I thought it was just your stomach or something like other or your muscle density.
Oh
or
yeah, it
your
affects
bone
everything,
density.
but it could affect
I did
your
not
brain
know
too.
it was your brain though. I thought
Yeah,
it was
creepy.
the other functions of your body. Like actually it'll eat away at its own fat and
Creepy, huh?
like that. I didn't know. Oh my gosh.
So don't
Nina,
ever
don't
diet.
ever go on a diet. Don't become anorexic.
There is enough salt contained in the oceans to cover Earth's land in a 500-foot layer. Wow. Oh my God, ew. So much salt. Did you know within 3 days of death, the enzymes that once digested your dinner begin to eat you?
Yes.
I didn't know
And
that.
they have bacteria too.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
That's just awful
Isn't that
to
delicious?
think about.
Mm.
Delicious. Did you know humans are the only mammal that cannot swallow and breathe at the same time? This I knew.
I didn't try it.
Like if you
I can't breathe.
What was
I tried
that?
doing it. Sounded like I was choking, didn't it?
It sounded like you. I don't know. It's some kind of congestion problem. Yeah, but
Inappropriate
You can't, if
in
you
R&B
swallow, if you swallow, you can't.
breathe.
You close
That's
the airway.
true.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait, but
all airways.
like fish can swallow and breathe.
I don't know, Rena.
but they don't have
Well, I
lungs.
guess, but
But they're
fish
in
are
water.
also not mammals. So
No, but I'm just saying, is it go outside of mammals? Like it's not. What if
don't
okay,
know.
amphibians like they breathe through their skin. They have
Yeah.
pores in their skin, so,
So
they
y-
can swallow.
they can swallow
breathe.
while breathing.
They
yes.
can. Hmm.
No, but it's talking about mammals. But like, yeah, I know you're wondering for. I don't know.
I was wondering for
We
the other
all have
categories.
tiny mites living in our eyelashes.
What does that mean?
I don't.
What mites?
I'm,
Ew, that totally freaked me out.
I don't know.
I do like my eyelashes though. I think they're very
They're
nice.
and long, right?
They are.
They're good.
They're probably the
Eyelashes.
one good quality on my face.
Eh. You know, see, I'd
Really?
come back.
There are other qualities you like?
Yeah, I would say of your
Oh, like
face.
what? Yeah, my face.
That's kind of.
What would you say? Bina, choose one. You
Your
have to choose
eyebrows
one.
are nice.
I don't like
Yeah, I
them.
think they're like really like nice, like
Really? I fixed
thickness.
myself. And my eyelashes. Yeah, your teeth
nose.
definitely.
Your nose.
My nose
is a
isn't that
good-
bad. It's
yeah.
good size. It's a decent size.
Okay.
Yours is a little bit wider.
You never. It is a wide nose. It kind of bothers me sometimes. My nose.
Maybe we should just trim the sides.
Yeah,
Just
let's do
scrape
that.
it off.
You never know what we'll talk about on this
Our
show,
mouths
so-
are nice. I think my mouth is too small.
Your
though.
mouth opens
Although
and
people would
closes way
disagree.
too much.
It opens way too much. Okay.
Did
what's
you know
next
the
one?
longest mountain range in the world is underwater, called the Mid-Oceanic Ridge? This chain of mountain runs through the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and into the Indian and Pacific Oceans. I didn't know that.
I was not aware. Didn't know.
Did you
Learn
know
something new every day.
most of the dust underneath your bed is actually your own dead skin?
Yes.
I knew
I knew
that,
that.
too. Yeah. The
What if
average,
you just like try and take and put it back on your body?
you know,
Try to-
like who thinks of these things? The average
You brought it
person
up.
produces enough saliva in their lifetime to fill 2 swimming pools.
That's gross.
Imagine
I've heard of that.
swimming in
though.
your own saliva.
Ew, Bina, you just complained about me about dry skin, and then you made that comment about
And
saliva.
I'm like, oh, let's put it back into ourselves.
you just said swim in your own saliva.
it's
I think
just
mine was a
saliva.
little bit
You ever
better.
drool on yourself?
If you had to choose saliva or dry skin, it would be dry
I would
skin.
choose saliva.
That's gross.
Dry skin's just, I don't know.
Okay. what's
Actually,
the
no,
next
maybe
one?
dry skin would be,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
right. That's right.
I don't know.
I
I
won the
can't-
argument.
I can't tell. I'm sorry.
Well, was that it for the article?
Yes, that
Wow,
was it
that
for
was
that.
sweet. That was
That
a lot
that
of
was pretty
unknown
cool.
facts.
Did you know facts, right?
Now known facts. Okay, did you want to give mini shout outs to our mini peeps?
Well, I didn't get a confirmation that they're currently
that they're listening. Well, too bad. Do it
so-
anyway. They'll get
So
on the recording.
no, we'll give them a shout out later, to see if they are actually around, because what parents
So
do is
cute.
talk
Our
for
youngest listeners.
20 minutes at a time, so they're probably talking still.
Ridiculous.
Let's do one more article and we get you guys back to some music.
Let's
so
get to it.
Rena, you gotta pick one. Come on, you have to pick the sleeping one, the
Do the burial one.
the
Do
burial,
yeah, if
burial
you
one.
bury
Okay, so
someone,
we
it's
found
bad
out
for the earth.
that
I thought it was good for the earth because you decompose and that just,
right, but that's not
soil
what they're
and-
focusing on. What the point of this article is trying to say is that what they bury you in, it becomes like really toxic. So some people are
Oh, the
cremated.
casket.
Yeah,
talking about.
and everything that goes like into making the casket and around it and stuff like that. So like some people be cremated, but that still doesn't counteract like the millions who are actually buried inside the ground. So what accompanies them in all these caskets and things is pounds of steel and wood and they call toxic embalming fluid. So while you decompose, but all of that stuff is pretty much like rotting underground. So that's why the people are like looking into, there's actually starting like this movement. There's like this company that's like, oh, we're gonna like eco-friendly like bury people because it's like gonna become such a huge
So what is the
problem.
replacement? What's a substitute? What if you're eco-friendly? What would you put in the casket to bury somebody?
I don't know. That's
What
a
is
good-
it made of?
that's
They
a
don't
good
say?
question. I didn't read it all the way.
That's so stupid, Bina. How did
yeah,
you? How did you
then
not?
I just
raise
looked
that
at it, I was
curiosity.
like, this is kind of cool. So that's where organizations like Kalanix Green Burial Council come in. So the burial of the
didn't know such a
future.
thing.
The idea of a green burial is to make as little an impact on the nature and natural environment of the burial site as possible. So green burials negate that environmental selfishness. Okay, we're getting pretty vague here, and no one's talking about specifics.
Yeah, I actually don't think this
So-
article goes into specifics. That's nonsense.
So the
they should tell me what
The
is gonna be the
headstones are
substitute.
often rocks or trees indigenous to the landscape, no cement vault.
Yeah, but
So
okay.
they'll
So if it's
just-
not steel or cement, but they do make caskets out of wood, though.
So they'll make the
So-
casket just biodegradable, and the embalming fluid will be plant-based. So they just make the materials that they're gonna put into it.
Right,
They're
right,
not
it's
just
different
gonna get
mineral-based. Yeah,
some like
But
steel
that's-
and then just like shove them in
But
there.
I
They're
thought
gonna.
people usually make their caskets, or at least they refine it, but it's still wood. But who does it out of steel?
I mean, you can't do
does that?
everything out of wood. It can't be just a wooden casket. If you look at caskets, there's
They
like
did it
there's
back
like
then, Bina.
steel. Yeah,
when the
that's
co-
great. But do you
when
think
they
they
peop-
actually
when they
still do
cowboys.
it now? There's like steel handles and like
Oh yeah, because they
to,
have
to lift
a
it
machine
and
to
to lower,
lower
it.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
things like that. So you
so
know,
when
it's all over.
when
the
that
place.
deteriorates, that does that is
So
toxic.
that's a
to-
little.
I get that. I get
So
that.
that's a little
Totally get
fun
that.
fact for you guys. By the way, coffee cake. We're both right.
Ah, but I was
I
right.
was reading and Rena's like, I read it and on the internet.
you didn't think
and
coffee
it was
cake
actually
tastes like coffee.
defined as coffee cake is a sponge cake flavored with coffee.
So it does taste
but
like
it
coffee.
also says it can be applied to a cake that's intended to be eaten with coffee or tea.
So
where
it may
also
not
gets its
taste
name.
like coffee. So
So
we were both
We
right.
were both right. So yeah,
Coffee cake. So deceitful.
yeah.
Let's
Look
get
at
into our
that.
next song. Are you sure they're not ready to do shout outs?
Yes, I'm sure.
All right. Because they're just so darn cute.
Now we're taking like
The little
15 minutes
little
out of our show
gentlemen.
to talk about if we should do a shout out.
Well,
or
we
not.
have to say how awesome they are. I think
Yeah.
every person we've shouted
By
out.
the way, I don't know if
pretty awesome.
you saw this that Marissa sent to you though. Marissa's one of our
What'd she say?
very devoted listeners. Actually, she doesn't get much. You don't call it screen time, right? Like screen
Audio
time
time.
is
I
like
don't
audio
know.
time. She doesn't get much of it.
She doesn't
but-
get many shout outs? We
I
talk
mean,
about
like,
it
we
all the
haven't talked- we
time.
haven't
We
talked
talk about
about it in a
everybody. We probably
while.
make them so sick.
Yeah, that's true. And Ray too. We can't forget Ray. He's really
See,
cool.
now you're talking about them again.
Yeah,
Like,
I know, but because I have to. But she said something really funny that
what?
she wants to make a drinking game because you say at least once every show
Oh, no.
a shit ton.
Do I really?
So, which I didn't notice. You say
I
this,
didn't notice
you say this,
either.
this, that all the time.
this,
so,
that.
so I noticed that. But she said you say a shit ton, so she wants to
start a drinking
take a
game.
shot
During the
every
day?
every time you say that during the show.
She's home, right? She works from shit ton, shit ton, shit ton, shit ton. A lot of
Hey,
shots right there.
That's not fair.
Shots of what?
You're trying-
Tequila.
I'm not sure, but I thought that was great. She's like, I love it, but she
Drinking
wanted to
game.
be creative and make a game out of it. So kudos to you.
You're welcome.
Well, yeah, Rena also likes to take the credit for everything, but we're just gonna have to live with that.
Just gonna have to bypass that. So let's go to this song called "The Fool." You know what we should do is recap what we did for April Fools, actually, because we didn't say. And then I'll play the song because
That is
it's
fantastic.
quite appropriate.
Idea, yeah.
Yeah, this song is called "The Fool" by the Rubens. And speaking of the Fool, Saul
Who's the fool in our house?
got really pranked. This
he
April
he
Fools.
enjoyed it actually. Like
He
he
does
said,
enjoy.
this was a
He's
very
on like half
enjoyable-
and half. Like he gets really angry, and then he gets really, I don't know, excited. I don't know if that's the right word because he
Yeah.
does get pissed off. a lot.
Mind you,
but he does get very
pranks-
happy. He laughs.
Mind you, these pranks were done like midnight
Morning
the-
of
the end
April
morning
Fools.
of April Fools,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
right before, because there was so much with school going on, and Rena was like, "Oh,
Oh,
but I
but
have to
it
do it."
came
And
up
she's like,
fast.
"I'm
I
gonna
had
do
no
it
time.
right now." So she just
You
starts
couldn't miss
playing.
out.
Like,
of
oh
great,
my
it's
God,
a
it
great
was
opportunity.
ridiculous.
All right, so get a load of this. We're gonna backtrack. We'll go from the beginning, what we did last April Fools, up to now, and then some tricks. You know, we did play on Axe and everything, but we sort of had to stop with him. We didn't play tricks on Axe or the parents this year because A, parents probably have a heart attack, and B, Axe gets very angry. He
Yeah,
doesn't.
he
He's not.
does.
He's not the trickster.
He likes tricking
Trickster.
other people, but he
he's
doesn't
not
like it at his
trickery.
expense.
Yeah. So anyway, last year, we did what I did, or a few years ago for Axe, was I was home with him. You know, it's when he comes home earlier from school, and you know I'm getting his snack ready or whatever. So I'll just list off the things I did. One, I colored his milk, like a little container. Put some colored out, like it was green or something on it. So he looked at it, looked in it, and he got a little freaked out, and he wouldn't drink it. And it was like, oh, come on, it's not bad, it's green milk. Then the next one was I had him trace a quarter on a piece of paper with a Sharpie. And, you know, you trace around the circle and everything, the circumference, and then roll the quarter on his nose. So he's walking the rest of the afternoon with a
Sharpie.
black line on his nose, and I only knew it. I thought it was so funny. It was just him and me that afternoon. But then this one was the kicker, which he didn't like at all. Was you know the Disney movie Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Yep.
He will not watch that movie. He has not seen that movie at all
Because when we
of-
tried to expose it to him as a child, he got really freaked
out
out
by
almost
the main
started
character
crying because he thought
he wouldn't watch the guy with the hunchback. He wouldn't do it. His face, and this is just the animated movie, his face freaked him out so much. So I blew up a photo of his face, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I slapped it on the toilet seat, and I put the lid down. So when Axe went into the bathroom, lifted the lid, and he saw the guy's face peering up at him, he's screaming, runs out of the bathroom, and I thought it was fabulous. So that's what I did for Axe. Was there anything I missed for Axe? I
Axe,
think I
no.
got everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Saul last year, I took while he's in the bathroom getting ready or brushing his hair or doing whatever, while he's not in his room, brushing his teeth, whatever, this is when I do whatever I need to do in his room. So I took his wallet, took all the cash out of his wallet and put in paper money that I printed. I printed money off of the internet, photoshopped it with all their faces on it. So I put that in his wallet, and he says that day he went to Chipotle
For lunch.
and actually took out his cash and couldn't use it because it was fake money.
So like
he
his
had to use credit
friend's
card.
face, Rena put in there, his best friend.
I did, yeah. I
She
cropped.
put our faces and cropped them in.
Each person got their own dollar. It was like $5, $10.
It was
Like
so great.
it was fantastic. Then I took his gym bag and I took all of his clothes out and put in like my lime green bra, my underwear, my shorts and sneakers and stuff like that. So he couldn't go to the gym. He was kind of unhappy
Unless he
with
wanted
that.
to wear,
Unless he
those
wanted to
kind
wear
of
my
clothes.
stuff, yeah, which I thought, comfortable. So then the morning, right before he's leaving for work, I hid in his car with a blowhorn.
Yeah.
And he comes in and I got him. So you can just imagine what happened there, which was pretty bonkers. It was awesome. I loved it. Like, he was freaked out with every time we did something. He's like, oh my God, how did you do blah, blah,
I
blah.
actually remember
was
that
fantastic.
that day when he came home from work. I was home with Axe, and I stood behind the door. So as he opened it, I blew the blowhorn as he opened it. He's like, "Oh my God, stop!" And
You
then
get him. You get
the
him good.
next day, or the next 2 days, because a couple of days later is his birthday. He walks home from work.
I love
and I
it how
do
April
it-
Fool's is close to his
yeah.
birthday. It's
He
just
comes
so
home
good.
from work, and I blow the air horn again, and he's like, "It's not April Fool's anymore." He got so upset. It was really
It's
funny.
so funny
Like,
he
they
gets
don't
angry.
expect it.
Yeah, well, that's
buy an air horn, guys. Like, it is worth.
but don't use
the
it on your
purchase.
80-year-old grandpa. Or
Yeah.
something. Imagine if we did that to mom and dad.
Yeah.
Scary. No, we we couldn't. And then this year I burnt a CD for burnt music on it, didn't actually light it on fire, of noises of farts and burps. And I put that CD in his car, and then a note says play me. So when he got in his car, went to work, that's what we'd be playing. He thought thought that was kind of funny because I don't know, he's the mind of a 4-year-old, so he
but
thinks
we were
farts
trying-
and burps
we
are
were
funny.
trying to burn it the night before, and we thought it was
We were
hilarious
laughing.
for some reason.
Every soundtrack was fun. There were 15 tracks on there.
Yeah.
15 tracks of
So
farts and
weird.
burps. And then
We
at
were
the end, it
awful.
was Johnny Bravo
Yeah.
laughing and saying,
Yeah.
haha, April Fools. And then we did, when he came home, oh, well, in his room, in his closet, I took all of his clothes out and again hung my lime green bra.
So her lime green bra
was the only thing in his closet.
is now like a motif that's showing up.
Yeah, so
in
get ready
every-
for next year.
Every single April Fool's.
And then we went into his room and we sort of like Mission Impossible. We did a stream of yarn
Yep.
everywhere
We
in his
tied
room.
yarn
We tangled
every
everything up.
single where in
So
his
he
room.
couldn't get into his room without going under or over or in between.
We tied it through his laptop, his guitar,
guitars,
his
yep.
bed, and then
He couldn't get to it.
The last trick we did was, I think this is the last trick. Yeah. When he went to work before we left for school that day, to reference The Godfather, we cut out a horse's head that we printed from the computer, and Axe
You and I
chose
thought
that
about it. Mhm.
one, and it was like a weird face from a horse, and we put that under his blanket, and then we cut little pieces of red paper and
To look
threw
like
it all
blood.
in to look like blood.
It was so cute.
And I remember he said that like he got in and he just saw the horse head and he's just like, oh my God, he throws it on the floor and he thought it was funny.
His
And then
Bloody
as he
Mary.
started to like put the blanket over him, then he started to feel those construction paper like poking him
Stabbing.
in the leg. And that's when he lost it. So
Oh, also last year though, we did print out a huge photo of Nicolas Cage's face.
Oh, yeah.
And I did Hunchback of Notre Dame. Then you lift that lid, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
And then Wild Saul.
Yeah.
Because he came home late after. This was I think when he was still in NJT. He came after a late class, and he found that hysterical. So
Good
yeah, April
stuff.
Fool's, man, it's the one of my favorites. One of my favorites. So we're gonna play the song "The Fool" for you, just to enjoy what we did. It's by the Rubens on their album Hoops.
She's got pretty eyes. She has voices. And they tell her lies. puts some makeup and gets a haircut. It's part of the sky. People say she's crazy, but me that's cool. I cancel out our crazy, baby, I'm your fool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I play it for you, baby. Yours and yours only. Until the sun comes up. Until the sun comes up. I play it for you, baby. You won't even know me when the sun comes up. When the sun comes up. She says I love you, and it's the truth too. It's just that it's cute, yeah. People say she's crazy, but me that's cool. I cancel out our crazy, baby, I'm your fool, yeah, yeah, yeah. I pray for you, baby. Yours and yours only. Until the sun comes up. Until the sun comes up. I played it for you, babe. You won't even know me when the sun comes up. Yeah. I'm not sure what you mean. If she can love me, but it is everything for me. I wanna be. She can love me, and it is everything for me. Yeah. I pray for you, baby. Yours and yours only. Until the sun comes up. 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 Slip from the trees to the dirt to the menace to the wild to the car and the snow. Got dreams like a pearl to your shin, like a maniacal swing. Fresh from the breast now, river running flat to the man. I wanna rock to the man. I wanna flee to a flood to a drain now, river now a chain. I was in the war. You were in the war. Plumb from the sugar water pump with the city, your back to the cannon with a match from a milk into a mass grave of a man that I could take that. Bones in a bowl like a toad in the hole, to the shape of the mold like a mummy on a pole, and a mirror little head bob around when you're dead. I was on my knees. You were on your knees. I know reptiles, just soft-boiled eggs in shirts and ties, waiting for the flashing green man, quivering and wobbling just like all the eggs you know. I'm going to kill a stranger, so don't you be a stranger. Oh baby, it's alright. It's alright to feel like a fat child in a pushchair, old enough to run, old enough to fire a gun. Oh baby, it's alright. It's alright to feel like a fat child in a pushchair, old enough to run, old enough to fire a gun. Oh baby, it's alright. It's alright to feel like a fat child in a pushchair, old enough to run, old enough to fire a gun. Oh baby, it's alright. It's alright to feel like a fat child in a pushchair, old enough to run, old enough to fire a gun. Just give me this one night, just one night to feel like I might be on the right path, the path that takes me on. Wise enough to know myself. Just give me this one night, just one night to feel like I might be on the right path. Old enough to fire a gun. Just give me this one night, just one night to feel like I might be on the right path, the path that takes me on. Wise enough to know myself. Just give me this one night, just one night to feel.
That's No Reptiles by Everything Everything.
Again with these names.
Again with these names, you know they're an indie band or at least rock
Right.
band. Or again, nice poppin' music today, and we'll do another song that'll just make you feel like dancing.
So, we'd like to commend our first two, I guess our two youngest listeners, our first
I think
listening
so.
listening live for the first time, Axe, our brother, and his friend Andrew.
Axiom Oman Ezra and Andrew. I don't know his middle name.
Hughes.
Hughes
is his last name.
Andrew. I don't know his middle name. Hughes is his last name. Yeah, they're like a power team.
They're so funny.
Axiom
and
and
cute.
Andrew, the AA team. They are the AA
Double
team.
A, yeah,
Double A.
you're right. Axe is
Double A
probably, but
batteries.
Axe is getting like more and more like, I'm too like mature for you and
You're
old
like,
for you
Axe,
guys.
we're gonna be doing like a
Yeah.
live shout out for you. He's like,
What's his name?
I listened last year.
Yeah,
and
it's like I
really
listened the
heard-"
last time I was off
Whoa.
from school,
When did your voice drop?
and Andrew's probably just like, "Thank you very much
Thank you.
for
Every time
for
that
giving
kid
me
comes
a
to our
shout
place,
out."
he shakes your hand, literally says, thank you.
And he's so proper.
They're so mature for their age. They're both. Andrew's
so
10, right?
funny. Yeah, no, 11.
Oh, Andrew's 11.
Yeah, he's
Axe is
11.
younger. Right. 'cause
Yeah,
he's
but
on the
they're
mark.
so funny. They're going to see a
Yeah.
hockey game tonight. They're gonna have
Yeah.
so much
Good
fun.
luck. Devils will
watching-
probably lose.
Watching the Devils
I'll
lose.
I'll bet money that they'll lose because they're also versing Tampa Bay Lightning. So
Yeah, what's
forget
up with
that.
Yeah.
But
But thanks for listening in
but,
today, guys. Hope you've been enjoying your spring break, and hope you've been liking music and all that stuff that we give to you guys.
yeah. So enjoy your shout outs. We'll hop into our next song and then we'll get back to the article. Again, like I said, this song will just make you want to dance. I really like this song. Also with all the instruments and everything that they fuse together.
This,
It's
this, that.
This, that. this shit ton. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what else you want me to say. It's a band called Bunt with their song called Old Guitar.
Bunt.
Yeah, Bunt.
What is
Not
it? Oh,
bunt
it's
cake.
it's a bonk. No, it's a bunt. So
I'll
mad.
fill it. What movie is that from?
I fixed your cake. My big fat Greek
Yeah, yeah,
wedding.
yeah.
Me to get
I
on the
just forgot.
wagon.
So yeah. Anyway, the song just makes you want to dance. So wherever you are, just get up and dance. You're in a bus, in a car. Although keep your foot on the pedal, hands
How
on
are
the
you
wheel.
supposed to get
a
up in a
cubicle,
car? In a cubicle?
Walking outside,
Doug,
waiting
you best, Doug,
waiting in
you
line.
best get up and
Doug,
dance.
you best get up and bust a move.
After you
Waiting
talk
in
to your
line
coworker.
at a grocery store or in the bathroom. It's okay to look like a fool, Saul. Just get up and dance. I'm a confident dancer. I'm confident with my clothes too. Whether I'm wearing overalls or lime green suspenders or PJ onesies. Here you go, Old Guitar by Bunt.
Well, play me, baby, like an old guitar. I don't care where you stop and start. My days are lonely and my nights are hard. So play me, baby, like an old guitar. Hit me, honey, like a beat up drum. All the way till your hands go numb. All the way back to where I'm from. So play me, baby, like an old guitar. Sing me like an old love song. Baby, take me everywhere you run. It's been too long since I felt young. To last, and they tell me that the storms will pass. To use me up and use me bad. They tell me I was built to last. They hit me, honey, like a beat up drum. All the way till your hands go numb. All the way back to where I'm from. So play me, baby, like an old guitar. Song, baby, take me everywhere you run. It's been too long since I felt young. Sing me like an old love song, baby, take me everywhere you run. It's been too long since I felt young.
That
Old
was very
Guitar by
danceable.
Bunt. It was. I told you. Get up and dance. No shame in looking like a fool. Absolutely not. I was telling Mom the other day, you know, because I can picture myself being one of those hip aunts or those crazy grandmas or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm really hip.
Crystal,
Okay, Crystal.
welcome to the show.
She's been here.
I know, but she starts to talk.
Because
like
I
a
always
little
tell
bit
Mom, now that she's getting older, I'm like, Mom, you have to go a little senile. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, steal
Why?
milk from the grocery store. Because we're out and about, right? So we were out, I think, in a Riverside Mall, possibly, maybe. But you know what those, it was a Godiva, that store that sells you those truffles. You know, those
Oh,
chocolate
yeah, yeah.
truffles, all those different flavors.
Yeah.
So I ate 2, right? And you're not supposed to take them and eat them, but I did. And Mom's actually going around and like picking the ones she wants, putting in the bag and buying them. And I just ate them. And she's like, "Rena, what are you doing?" She's like, "They're going to yell at you and kick you out." I'm like, "What are they going to do?" They're not. First of all, they didn't even notice. And I ate my 2 truffles and they were delicious.
That's just wrong, Rena.
No, they were not. It's not. That's not wrong. Taking it and putting it back is wrong. Eating a bite of it and putting it back is wrong. So I told Mom, I'm like, you know, pretend like you can't speak English or you're deaf or something, or you just, or like, I don't know, you can't hear them. You're old. Who cares? So just, I mean, I didn't tell Mom she was old, but I'm like, you know, I bet Mrs. Schneider gets away with a lot.
Yeah, but she
You know that old lady around our development who she's 95 years old?
She has.
She got
an
away
excuse.
She got away with burning a building down, Venus. So
Rena, that is not okay.
and
to
now
bring
she's
up.
MIA. So I don't know. I don't know what happened to her, but no, I'm serious though, because I'm like, for how much like the government and life steals from you in general, you have the permission to pay back the favor and take some for yourself. And I told
but
Mom,
why a
I
poor
told they're
little
not going to
truffle
force her
shop?
out of the store. No, just any store. I said grocery store. I said, any store. If you want, you're at Walmart or something. Take a, push-up bra. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. Like, Dad, he looks like senile. He looks like one of those old geezers. So he should go out there and take advantage. So I think there's no problem with that. Just a little pep talk. I didn't mean to put a damper on the situation. I'm just saying this is a pep talk for you guys. But again, we don't have any old geezers listening in to R&B radio show. You're all young, hip, awesome people. So anyway, Bean, let's get to our article.
So we're going
Let's
to
get on it.
go on to 12 things I bet didn't know the actual name of. I would be really surprised if you guys knew any of these. So the first one is your pinky toe. The actual name of it is called Minmus.
I didn't know that.
Minmus, yeah. The space between, some of these are like, why do we need a name for that, the space between your eyebrows is called the glabella. No.
Nope. Probably I won't know any of these. What is it? What's the next one?
The infinity symbol is called lemniscate.
Crystal's heard
The
of that.
cardboard holders for your coffee cup so your hands don't burn, those things
Crowd's
around it, like at Starbucks, it's called a Zarf.
I didn't know they were
That's a
called
great
Zarf.
name, though.
That is a good name.
But if you went
Sounds
to
like an alien.
Starbucks and like, can I have a Zarf?
It's a scarf for
Yeah, I
your-
get it.
It's exactly what it is, Crystal.
But
Just
if
figured it out.
I go and
It's
be
a
like,
scarf
can
for
I
your
have
cup.
another Zarf? They'd be like, what are you talking about? And they work there.
Yeah, but they may know exactly what it is.
The prongs on a fork are called tines.
I've heard of that.
The chills you get when listening to awesome music is called frisson. I like that. Because that is
Probably
a
produce
feeling. You're
so
like,
much frisson.
sometimes you get that. Yeah.
We should use
Frisson.
them. Frisson.
The annoying string-like things you see on a banana when you peel it. Like those things on the
That
side.
has a name.
They're called
I
phloem
thought it was just
bundles.
Banana.
Yeah.
No.
That's so weird.
Crystal's like, yeah, I knew that. I knew all these things.
She's
on
doing all her, like
biochem.
Filipino magic. Probably
The
surplus
scent-
of bananas over
Ooh,
there.
the scent of rain on dry earth is called petrichor. That's cool. The combination of a question and exclamation mark, interrobang.
Interrobang?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
The small pink nodule on the inner corner of the eye is called lacriminal caruncle.
Lacrimal, not lacriminal. Silly ding dong.
Lacrimal-
No,
oh,
lacrimal.
please. You
Lacrimal
misread
caruncle.
everything.
You know,
Yeah,
there's
but aren't those
there's
your
a
tear
plant-
ducts anyway?
Lacrimal.
Lacrimal.
Oh, lacrimal.
Hear that, Vina?
Yeah, I hear it.
We did not know how to pronounce it. I didn't even know that had a name. There's in my Plant Kingdom class. I know I have a class called Plant Kingdom, but being a bio major,
Lame.
you come across really weird names. There's a plant they thought was extinct, but then resurfaced in China. It's called Metasequoia glyptostroboides. Could you believe that? I know how to spell it. I'm not kidding you.
you
That's
say
what
that
it's
one more
called.
time, please?
Metasequoia glyptostroboides.
Say it fast 3 times.
Metasequoia glyptostroboides. Metasequoia glyptostroboides.
You're not
Metasequoia
even saying it
glyptostroboides.
right.
I
That's
said
great.
it right.
That's a mouthful.
The state of not wanting to get out of bed in the morning is called dysania.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that has a name.
Well, that's our
And
list
those are your 12 things.
that you weren't aware of. 95%
While we're on
of it.
sleeping, we'll just finish up this last article. So there's 13 sleep lessons for you. The first one, sleep is the second most common health complaint after pain.
But
which
why would you
makes-
complain about sleep?
Well, like lack of sleep. Like, oh my God, I'm tired. I didn't get enough of it. I can't keep sleeping, through the
I
night.
understand that.
I hear that a lot, though, especially among like our generation.
What's the next
and
one?
our ages. Number 2, poor sleep habits make for poor heart health.
Yes.
That makes sense.
What's
3 is people consider good sleep one of the healthiest things you can do. Yep,
Yeah,
I knew that.
I agree.
Bad sleep makes it harder to quit smoking. Number 4.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I didn't
it's
know
all-
that-
I think it all has to do with your stress level.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that like specifically, but like that makes sense. 5, disrupted sleep patterns can increase cancer risk. Number 6 is not getting enough sleep can have the same effect as being drunk. 7, Americans are pretty bad at sleeping too. 8, being tied to technology is keeping kids awake.
That is true.
Yep. 9, the British Minister of Public Health should make sleep a priority. 10, primary care doctors should help teach better sleep habits. 11, employers should promote work policies that foster good sleep. And 12, it should also be taught to kids in school, like good sleep practices. And 13,
That's
the
not
last one, which is funny though, like you think you had like a section on teaching kids about sleep. And then 13 is starting good sleep young is key.
Yeah, acts. So don't wake up so early if you're on
like
spring break.
6 in the morning.
Enjoy
Oh my
your sleep.
God.
All right, we're gonna sign off on R&B Radio Show. Thanks again for listening. Thursday at 3 o'clock. Thanks, Crystal, for stopping by.
Crystal, how was your weekend, by the way? Just like
Oh,
a short little stop.
Yeah,
at
our
that.
awesome weekend.
That was
going
pretty
to-
fun, wasn't it?
Going to Virginia and King's Dominion and
King's
DC.
Dominion,
We saw
we rode-
Declaration of Independence.
We
which I
saw
thought
the Declaration of
amazing!
Independence, guys.
was so many national
and then
treasure references.
and then we got the that tube of like a
The fake
copy in
Declaration
a
of Independence
tube
for Saul, yeah.
and gave it to Saul
And a mini one for Axe.
for Axe.
Got some fudge for mom. Awesome, delicious
Yeah.
fudge. No, King's Dominion's great. If you guys ever have a chance to go there, the rides are really, really good.
Yeah, we rode all of them.
They're really good. They-
and
oh my gosh, they're so
much.
fast.
But there's
They're
still
crazy.
more to see in Washington D.C.
We were so beat after that.
But that was your
vacay.
first
It
time,
was great.
Crystal.
At DC? Oh yeah, it was. No, she said that. Yep. That was.
Yeah.
We saw, you saw the money. Then we saw National Museum of History. We saw
Yeah.
quite a few of the Smithsonian's, but again,
Yeah.
some of them had long ass lines, like
Yeah.
American history. We did go to the Space Museum, so that,
That
was
was
pretty
really
awesome.
cool.
We were there for 5 hours, yet we accomplished a lot.
We
Yeah.
did, but it's I don't know. Even if you got a whole day, you can't cover an entire just one museum
to
in that
keep
whole
going
day
back.
because you got to take time with that.
Yeah.
No, it was great. It was great. Awesome stuff.
And we saw the Washington Memorial, which I tried to push and hold.
yeah, with those those photos.
I think
everyone
they
tried to
came out
do.
like okay, but
I think they
still
came
look
out
at them
great.
and I'm like, wow, it's kind of weird that I did that.
I think they came out great.
Yeah, really good weekend. A lot of laughs, no sleep, a lot of Rena scolding Crystal too.
Crystal doesn't know how to play Uno. I don't know who doesn't know how to play Uno.
Yeah,
She
I
puts
beat
a
Cards Against
stop.
Humanity.
She puts a stop 4, 2, and 6 all at once. Like you can't do that. That's cheating.
They were the same
And yeah,
color.
Cards Against Humanity. She was so good at it for some odd reason.
Yeah, we're always staring at Crystal, just like
I don't
okay.
understand.
And he's like, no, Crystal, like sit down, okay?
She was already sitting down. I
Crystal,
was
like, you're not
rude.
worthy for this game.
She
Crystal.
just because
Like,
they were all the same color. She didn't know the rules of Uno. That's
was
quite
really
frustrating.
funny. Oh my
No,
God.
but Cards Against Humanity, they were. Oh my god, that was a crazy
oh
game.
my god.
That was a crazy round we had. So anyway, we're gonna sign off with the Strumbellas song called Spirits, and we'll catch you next Thursday.
Thanks again for tuning in.
Toodle pip.
Surety pals, we better be seeing you next week.
Toodle pip.
Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't. I've been looking at the stars tonight.